Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here, greetings boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, not just a brand new day, but if you're watching us on the day it's uploaded, it is Christmas Eve Day, the 24th of December, 2021. Merry Christmas to everyone that celebrates Christmas. You know, as a non-secular holiday, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate as a secular holiday, Merry Christmas. If you don't, because it's still another day, you know, whichever holiday is appropriate for you around these times, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, good stuff, hello and thumbs up for that. I just wanted to say that because it's Christmas Eve Day. Yay! And so, thumbs up. And my housemates are up and they're being very organic, so if you hear them being organic in the background, you know, good hearing. You know, that depends on whether or not the mic can pick it up though. Yay! Still, I hope your day is well, and that's a very sincere promise. Promise? I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say Merry Christmas and all that. Plus, I'm very tired. Thumbs up. And of course, front loading of the video. Hey, if you could do me a favor and interact with the YouTube algorithms, toss me a comment down in the comment section. If you could hand me a like if you like what you hear and see. If you also like what you hear and see, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. And of course, I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These beautiful and awesome people literally help to keep me alive. Literally. My disability barely covers my rent, which leaves, you know, just these people to help cover everything else. And without their help, I would be hosed like a literal Christmas monkey. So my thanks to each and every one of those people. If you'd like to become a patron and help me out, there are links in the show more for the video description. I don't know what device you're watching this on, so, you know, thumbs up for that. But life has just been life, and as you know, the season is going, now that we finally passed the December 22nd longest night of the year sort of thing. Oh, I mean, it's when, I don't know the exact date this year of when it is, but it's right around this time, you know, so that's going to be good, and that'll help my mood and my motivation, and I'll be able to get things done. I've gotten a little bit of a tick up here going, oh, and that's a good thing. Thumbs up for that. On the other side, it is almost 8:30 and I'm basically just starting recording now, but a lot of that has to do with, hey, you know, it's most people out there that would be watching are doing things with family and friends and not necessarily watching videos. But I'm gonna do what I can today. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Yay! Good thing. And of course, out walking in the rain last night, and it was pretty good. I mean, there wasn't rain most of the time, but it was just enough. I took my medium-sized travel umbrella, and thank goodness I did, because on the way back from the store, it started to rain pretty hard for a short time. And then it faded away, and it was fine. So it was cool. I don't mind walking in the rain. As long as I'm semi-adequately covered, it's fine. Definitely a good thing. I mean, I'd rather my feet didn't get soaked, but if it happens, it happens. You know, life is life. Didn't sleep wonderfully last night. It was after 1 o'clock before I finally got to bed. So didn't sleep great up in the middle of the night, full bladder, and then 5:30 up wide awake. So didn't sleep a great amount of time, but the amount, you know, when I did sleep, I slept pretty good. So that part's good. Definitely a thumbs up on that. You know, you need sleep. I've suffered from insomnia my whole life. Hey, the whole ADHD thing. And of course, I went and forgot again to take my ADHD med last night, which is one of the reasons I tried to stay focused on my thinking, but was not able to stay focused. There's good parts and bad parts about that, because I'll hit a wide range of subjects to think about and chew on as I'm walking, and do a little bit on a lot instead of just being able to focus in on one thing like a normal person would and then doing work on that. So I do have a fair amount of the whole inside-outside razor's edge stuff that I'd want to talk about. And one day I'd love to actually do something with that, because again, I am actually trying to write. I can't do it every day, but I do it when I can. And I'm writing A lot of it's just, trying to get stuff and the ideas out of my head for just things. Some parts it's just trying to unclog everything just to see if I can be creative. And some parts of it, as I've mentioned, I have been sticking my toe into the world of uploading onto a website some vor stories, where they are of they're of a nature that gets blood flowing for someone like me, in that it's, that's all fun, adult fun time sort of stuff. But the adult fun time sort of stuff and these kinds of stories is people being eaten. In my particular case, of course, it's people being swallowed whole by reptiles. For whatever reason, that's a switch that goes, oh boy, in my head. Don't know why. Not chewed, of course. I am not a hardcore person. I do not like pain or blood or chewing or biting. Ugh. So, none of that. But I have been writing, and not all just what I was talking about. A lot of it is just trying to get the Razor's Edge stuff written. Because I was also thinking of a lot of other stories last night for two characters that I've worked on. One with Speely Donkus Ray, and the other was with this new guy, Stovepipe Johnny, trying to come up with an idea on what to do with that person. Now, I don't just want to spend a whole lot of time doing that. I also want to talk about other stuff in life, but there's not really a whole lot that's really happened in my life. I mean, it's coming up on the holidays. Holidays. We're in the middle of the holidays. Christmas is, tomorrow. There's a lot of pressure on a lot of people who have issues, and I'm one of them. And with the weather and all, it's going to be a time before things get better. Like, as soon as January 1st starts rolling around and the pressure of the holidays is off, things are going to get a lot better. And I'm going to be able to get a lot more stuff done. So it's not like it's the end of the world or anything, things happen. Yay! And so as it gets lighter and as the holidays vanish behind me, I'll be back to doing things. And that's good. I mean, I'm still thinking all the time and as much as I can. And I'm still being as active as I can and going out for my at least 4.5, now it's about 5-6 mile walks. And I've mentioned how I power walk up hills. I mean, I like to hit a pace of 3 miles per hour, which is also 4 kilometers per hour, but that's a fast pace. That's moderate exercise. You're having to hit 100 paces per minute to keep that up. And I do that, and that's good. I also, because I'm a weird kind of obstinate, I don't like to slow down if there's a hill. So now, after all these years of doing that, I can power walk at the same speed, 4 kph on a flat plane, hit a hill, and I stay 4 miles per hour all the way going up it. Sure, I'm breathing like a bellows, but part of that is I'm breathing like a bellows extra on purpose to make sure I don't get out of breath when I'm up at the top. And it works. Yeah, I'm like, and big deep breaths as I walk up that hill, but I'm doing it at 4 miles an hour as I'm doing it, 4 kph, 3 miles per hour all the way up. So, I mean, I get passed by people who walk that fast and faster all the time. I'm an older guy and I haven't done a ton of exercise my whole life. I think I'm doing pretty good though. Yay! And of course, that last time I walked up to Walmart and actually bought some stuff, I forgot to get the main thing I walked up there to get, a new card reader. So hopefully, I've been looking, haven't been able to find it yet. Hopefully I'll be able to find my card reader and that'll be good. Yay! But I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about the whole inside-outside Razor's Edge thing. Part of it is I wanted to talk about characters, part of it is about the whole generalized setting, and there's not enough time in the world. But part of it on the whole generalized setting is the Razor's Edge itself is a weird place that really shouldn't be a place, but is. It's one of those spots that... Oh, my hamster's awake and he's drinking, but he's chewing on his tube, so just a moment, I'm squishing it to help him drink. But it's not really a location, it's a transition between the inside and the outside. It's where the two energies meet, and the energies flow together, and like oil and water, and this just moves across this metaphorical landscape. It's not really a place, it's just a point of transition that you notice as you're traveling. You go, oh, we're here, now we're here. We go from a desert to a mountain. It's just a transition point and not an actual place. But people being people liked that and settled. And it began to stabilize in those areas where people collected. They just became attuned to that, and the influence spread as their attunement to that area. And because it was new back then, it was being created as it happened. From the nascent possibility, from the two energies flowing together. So again, not really a location, but people liked the feel and how it looked and how it was and settled there. And now it is by repetition and more. And this happened in every door where there are people, because people are people. We're contrary, we're stubborn. Some of us like things that other people would hate. And these people found long, long ago that the inside, while more interesting than the outside, was still boring. And the outside was, well, that's why they emigrated to the inside in the first place, because it's the outside. So they left the outside, but the inside was too boring. But that point right there, that razor's edge of the two energies, just going like this. They like that. Oh, they like that. So they settled. And now it's an actual location. Different from the rest of creation on the inside. Whereas I've mentioned, if you go outward on a line, if you manage to get out there 9 million kilometers out, you run into a beach. 1 million kilometers of beach, you come across the infinite, wide, patient, deep possibilities of the infinite, the ocean. And that is the inside. But the razor's edge is just, as people expanded and creation, not really creation, it was just the bursting of these world-altering energies that took the sort of static charge between the inside and the outside to create and stabilize that. Took the static charge and stabilized it and burst it outward. So no real creation, just the burst of world-altering energy. There's no magic in this. It is science, just science of a type that we don't even realize exists, but is there. The limits of that were about, right at the point, a radius of 10,000 kilometers. And it's when you hit that 10,000 kilometer mark, you've reached the point where there's really no more creation, and one more step will have a burst of world-altering creation that, boom, the radius goes outward another 10,000 kilometers. Everything that lived out there is now gone. It used a template for what to create, where you would come from, so there's another 10,000 kilometers of razor's edge created outward. If anyone ever gets there. It's a dangerous place, of course. Made more dangerous the further away you get from stabilized areas of intelligence, where especially you're attuned to. Very, very rarely do people get far enough out. I want to talk about Stovepipe Johnny and how he does that. He goes out traveling that far, and what he discovers about the nature of reality on the very, very farthest points of the edge. Because hokey smokes, he barely makes it out alive. Not pretty. And of course, there's still more about Speleodoncus Ray. I still want to talk about his origins, the origins of his living bike, the Speleodoncus. And then there's a story of they're about 3,000 kilometers out, just picking. And they find an old truck from the Crimson Kingdom. But it's a way older model. And they only roll out new models about every 100 years. And this one is like one of the first ones. So it's been there a long time. Excuse me. but it's a story of what he finds and how he manages to get out of all that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Not many people have left comments as normal, but this time, of course, at least, hey, it's the holidays, it's the family and friends. Anybody that has left me a comment at all right now, thank you so very much. It is appreciated. Now, if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count in American Sign Language, well, I got a lot of issues. Getting better all the time, but one day I will have reached that limit. Do we have Cereal Spiller? Thumbs up, thank you. And I agree with you, and I don't know what to say, even though I tried. Thank you very, very much. Aiden Fraser, thumbs up and thank you. N Hicks 6, thumbs up and thank you very much. Susan G, greatly appreciated. Christopher Alberson, thumbs up. There is Deep Blue Hue, greatly appreciated, and I'm going to be working on those songs as soon as I can. We have Aigoojen, Aigoojen, so Aigoojen. I have no ideas, but thank you very much, and hopefully I didn't slaughter your username too much. Then there is a name in Cyrillic. I don't know how to pronounce it, but thank you very, very much. There is Mario Matos, greatly appreciated. There is Ben B, thumbs up and thank you. And Aaron likes Takis. I can't eat them, but I imagine they taste pretty good. So, and then there's Jocelyn Williams, by gum and by golly. Oh, there's good things to take things in the face, and bullets are not one of them. Thank you, each and every one of you that left me a comment in the last 24 hours. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, and it is appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Of course, I derailed myself with my own thoughts. I do not know what device you're watching this on, so I don't know where the links are, but I have links to all my various channels in the video description if you could check that out. I also have links to Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and again, I'd like to thank each and every one, I can speak English, I promise, of my Patreon patrons. Literally, these people keep me alive, keep my pets alive, and it is appreciated to no end. Definitely a thumbs up, definitely a thank you. Thumbs up for that. I have no ideas how long I should hold my hand up in the air, so I may still have text up from my face. I don't know. Gotta love that. Of course, if you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, I have links to a PayPal. So if you could help me out that way, and if you didn't want to help me out that way, I have an Amazon wishlist link with stuff like cat food and hamster bedding on it. If you could check that out, that'd be cool. Don't feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation you get from my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, thumbs up for that. Hokey smokes. I'm going to be taking it pretty easy today, I think. I don't feel awake. I'm very tired. Insomnia is bad. And it's the holidays. I need to be good to myself too, especially with my support network gone. 90% of them have passed on. And now I'm basically alone. So yeah, I need to be good to myself too. So if you go out, please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to be around others. Just get vaxxed, get the booster if you can, and of course, if you're watching it today or any other day, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever appropriate holiday for you watching, greetings for it. So you take care. Have a great day today. We'll see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing.